This week on Council Bluffs News, flood concern. Continuous rainfall in the metro causes road closures and event cancellations. See if city officials are still worried about rising waters. On the move. The Charles E. Lakin Habitat for Humanity Center is getting a new look at a new location. We have a sneak peek of the renovation and details of how much the project costs. And fireworks. Locals check out a spectacular display in Manawa, and the CB Fire Department has some safety tips for your 4th of July celebration. That and more all in this week's Council Bluffs News. Hello and welcome to this week's Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. Due to numerous storms throughout the month of June, the Missouri River overflows its banks, threatening to end many scheduled summer events. Local residents on high alert, hoping the damaging flood of 2011 won't repeat itself. IWTV student Samantha Lloyd has more.
With river levels rising,
we're going to reach a level that would bring water up into the park.
Concerns continue to mount.
We do things like sandbag to ensure that we can try to keep our lower lying areas from flooding.
The uncertainty? A result of heavy rainfall totaling nearly 10.5 inches in the month of June, 2.5 times more than the monthly average. On Monday the 23rd, the Missouri River floods into Harrah's lower parking lot and parts of the Tom Hannafin River's Edge Park.
We saw that it was coming up. We watched the numbers. Late last week, we actually closed the park down to the public.
When you get over 31 feet is when you really start to run into problems where our north parking lot will flood.
The Riverside Bike Trail also made unusable, partly submerged and closed off. The flooding recedes on Tuesday the 24th, leaving a path of debris to be cleaned up.
There's portions of the park where there's still a little bit of mud that's in the grass. The sand beaches still have some mud in them, so we'll have to clean those up.
Thankfully, no real damage was done.
I would say that everything we're seeing tells us there's nothing to be worried about whatsoever.
The recession of the water means future events around Harrah's Casino and Tom Hannafin River's Edge Park will go on as scheduled.
If we were going to have a concert tonight with 8,000 people, we could have the concert.
On July 5th, we have Gavin DeGraw and Matt Nathanson, and all of that will go off without a hitch.
After receiving predicted forecasts from the National Meteorologist, officials say the highest risk of flooding this summer should be behind them. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Samantha Lloyd.
Tom Hannafin River's Edge Park reopened on June 26th. Although that location is almost in the clear, other parts of Council Bluffs are still being affected, including some roads near Lake Manawa and Big Lake Park. CBTV will keep you updated if those situations worsen. An organization that often takes old homes and renovates them to be used again can now say the same thing about their own home. IWTV student Cohen Goldsmith has more from a historic building in downtown Council Bluffs.
It started out a little rough looking.
It was a dump.
But the Habitat for Humanity of Council Bluffs and its allies had a vision.
Deep down, if you looked at kind of the structure, it really was a building was in pretty good shape.
Monday, June 23rd, the vision of the new Charles E. Lakin Habitat for Humanity Center was unveiled to the public for the first time. And the circumstances were anything but ordinary.
This month we learned that this property was officially named to the National Register of Historic Places.
The restoration of the old building on South Main Street was no easy task.
With the cost of acquisition, all of the different fees, the architect fees and contractors and everything, it was about $3.8 million.
A total of roughly $1.7 million from the Iowa West Foundation and Charles E. Lakin allowed this building to get its second makeover over since the 1940s.
We're making great things happen.
The Habitat for Humanity's mission is to bring people together to build homes, communities, and hope. With 3 times the space as their current structure on 9th Avenue, the new building is a blessing.
You know, this just really fits their mission. So, in a lot of ways, it's a lot of work, but it's a good fit.
With a little care and a big vision, this unsightly building has become a monument of character. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Cohen Goldsmith.
The Habitat for Humanity board says they will also be leasing 4,500 square feet of office space to other nonprofit organizations who wish to use the facilities. They are expected to open up sometime in July. Firecrackers, they're the epitome of Independence Day. A show at Lake Manawa attracts dozens of people June 28th, but Council Bluffs has a few rules when it comes to the noisy explosives outside of professional showings. We have everything you need to know about fireworks before celebrating this holiday. The 4th of July is all about freedom, family, and fireworks.
No, it's pretty loud.
For an early celebration, J&M displays lights up the sky at Lake Manawa State Park Saturday, June 28th.
I think it's wonderful. This has been a family tradition for us.
For almost 20 minutes, fireworks create a rainbow of colors against the night sky backdrop.
My daughter, at one point I looked over at her and she goes, oh, because she was so excited that they were so pretty.
Council Bluffs only allows professional shows like these because fireworks sold in local stands are against city ordinance.
In Council Bluffs, fireworks are illegal, with the exception of sparklers, snakes, and caps.
The reason? Safety for individuals and their surroundings.
There's a chance for children to get hurt, there's a chance for property to get hurt, and that's why they decided to ban fireworks.
According to Fire Captain McKeon, it's estimated 7,000 people throughout the country are injured every year because of fireworks. To avoid this, the city ordinance defines any fireworks that combusts, explodes, deflagrates, or detonates is prohibited.
The little ground blossom things, those are illegal. The fountains, that's all illegal. If it emits a shower of sparks, it's illegal inside the city limits.
What are legal, sparklers, snakes, and caps are mostly used by children. This sparks another safety measure city officials strongly encourage.
Sparklers get extremely hot. The wires and stuff should be placed in a bucket of water, bucket of sand, so that a child doesn't step on them or touch another child with them.
If you do celebrate where fireworks are legal, it's important to use the fireworks as directed.
Don't try to modify them. That's where a lot of the injuries come into play. People trying to modify or make their own fireworks.
The best way to be safe this holiday is to leave the explosives to the professionals.
I thought they were beautiful, and I really liked the grand finale. Really, really big boom like this. Boom, boom, boom!
The show at Lake Manawa was free for anyone to watch. As for the city ordinance, anyone in possession of fireworks can be fined up to $1,000. If you have fireworks and want to get rid of them, drop them off at any local fire station for proper disposal. Now to news around the Bluffs. Shaped by the Hair Company Hair Salon, 22 years of operation, appointments by phone at 323-6686. A new commercial and residential building will soon sit at 125 West Broadway. The Sawyer building will take over the green space that has been vacant on the 100 block for some time. J Development is overseeing the roughly $9 million project, which has already begun.
The Sawyer building is going to be an infill new construction project, and it will provide 9,000 square feet of prime first floor commercial space and 36 urban apartments.
J Development is looking for commercial tenants, retail or restaurant. The Sawyer building is expected to be complete by the end of next summer. Council Bluffs has a lot of hidden history to offer, and there's no better way to explore it than a trolley ride around the city. On Thursday, June 26th, the Ollie the Trolley Tour makes its way around 4 historic districts that display the city's beautiful architecture, design, and heritage. Some of the various homes include Tudors, Queen Anne's, and Victorians.
We started the tours because Council Bluffs has so many historic homes that really tell the history of our city. through the architecture.
The tours run twice every fourth Thursday at 10 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. Tickets are $10 and walking tour books are sold for $5 each. More than 80 homes can be viewed on the tour, which begins at the Union Pacific Railroad Museum. An event at Kimball Park allows people to enjoy a relaxing night out and celebrate a sugary cornerstone of the last 60 years in Council Bluffs. Dave Christensen and the Christie Cream family seek to celebrate the business's 60th birthday, June 24th, and give back to their loyal customers with a movie night.
There have been a total of 5 generations of Christensens that have worked in the business over the years. So it's been a long 60 years and we've had a great time with it.
Christie Cream serves a variety of ice creams and sandwiches and is located on 2735 North Broadway. Recently, the business won the title of Best Chocolate Malt, according to the Omaha World Herald. Due to the 4th of July, trash services will not occur this Friday. If Friday is your trash collection day, set your garbage and recycling out on Saturday. The Council Bluffs Recycling Center also reminds us that aluminum cans and plastic bottles are recyclable in case you use them this weekend. Coming up on Council Bluffs News, this local service will make sure you let the good times roll in July's Chamber Member Spotlight. And next, it's Ring Bells for Freedom at the historic General Dodge House. Corey Nelson tells us more about the 4th of July event.
He basically wanted people at 1 p.m. to businesses, individuals to go outside and ring bells.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, we take pride in our community, volunteering our time to helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We are Council Bluffs people operating a Council Bluffs bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Hometown banking, the way it used to be.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
Welcome back to Council Bluffs News. I'm Marie Zeitner. Joining me in studio today is Corey Nelson from the historic General Dodge House. Thanks for being here, Corey.
You're very welcome.
And this Friday, you guys actually have a very fun, exciting event going on. Tell me more about Ring Bells for Freedom.
Okay. Well, last year, 2013, was the 50th anniversary of what President Kennedy started. And he basically wanted people at 1 p.m. to businesses, individuals to go outside and ring bells in a unified presence to celebrate the freedoms. And we thought on the 50th anniversary, let's do something like that up at the Dodge House front porch. So we unveiled this event last year, and we had we had a city council member, we had some board members, some tourists that just happened to be there, and some of our own people, neighborhood residents came and brought their own bells. We have a wide variety of bells that we can let people use. And it's just really a united symbol of, people across political parties, come together and join in something that President Kennedy, who's a beloved president of a lot of generations still, he started, and we felt like the front porch is just a great venue, a great backdrop to do this. And it's a nice way to celebrate and support our troops, the soldiers that are letting us enjoy those freedoms.
Yes.
So ring bells for freedom. It just covers a whole range of topics, and we think the general would certainly be there if he could.
And well, you guys are doing it at his old mansion.
Yep, exactly, on the front porch. So it's a great picture backdrop. We had a couple costume characters, Amelia Bloomer, who was a big women's rights supporter back in the 1800s. And so she was there, and it was just really a really nice, simple, patriotic event, and we hope people can stop on up, and no charge, so come on up and come on the front porch and share in what America is all about.
And this is on the 4th of July.
This actually is on the 4th, yep, so 1 p.m. on Friday, July 4th, up on the Dodge House front porch.
And anyone is welcome to come and ring bells.
Young, old, yep, everyone in between. The more the merrier. It's a big porch, it's a big front lawn, and it's just a nice tribute. You've got plenty of time to go back home and have your grill outs and do your fireworks later that night. So we won't take up too much of your time.
And it's a great history lesson for any kids that join.
It is. It ties in the general's history, which obviously is the 1800s. It ties into even covering World War I, World War II. It covers into President Kennedy, the 1960s, and then we're in modern 2014. So it's just over 50 years from when he declared this Ring Bells for Freedom Day. So it covers a long time.
Okay.
So good for everybody.
Where is the historic General Dodge House located?
We are located at 605 3rd Street, just not too far from downtown Council Bluffs and the public library, if you're familiar with that. We've got parking on the street, parking in our parking lot, no charge for anything. So come up to the front porch.
All right. We're excited to see you guys on the 4th of July.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Corey.
Thanks.
Time now for Pets of the Week. Driven by Acura of Omaha, online at acuraofomaha.com.
Hi, my name is Misty Bino, and I'm a volunteer with Solus, support our local animal shelter. This little guy with me here is Willis. Willis is a Boston Terrier Chihuahua mix, about 1.5 years old. Very friendly guy, still got lots of energy, so he'll need regular exercise, but he is very sweet. So if you're interested in adopting Willis, his file number is 4724. This little guy here is Oreo. Oreo is a Shih Tzu. He is probably about 2 years old. He was picked up as a stray on 31st and 4th Ave, and he's just a really chill, laid-back guy. He potties immediately when we take him outside here, so he seems like a pretty great little companion. If you are interested in adopting Oreo, or if you are missing a dog that meets his description, his file number is 4814. This kitty here is Sweetie, and she is true to her name. She is a total sweetheart. She's about 1 year old. She's a brown tabby domestic short hair. She was actually found as a stray in Mills County area, just wandering around, and somebody brought her in. So if you are interested in adopting Sweetie, her file number is 4217. This little teeny tiny half pint is Yoda. Yoda is about 7 weeks old, and he will be available for adoption today. He is very shy. He's still getting used to the big world, a lot of first time things for him. He was found as a stray on 1400 North 8th Street here in Council Bluffs, and he is actually going to be a very sweet cat. It's just going to take him a little time to get used to the world. So if you are interested in adopting Yoda, his file number is 4794. And if you are interested in adopting any of the pets you've seen today, you can come down to the Council Bluffs Animal Shelter at 2821 South 15th Street here in Council Bluffs.
Still to come on Council Bluffs News, let the good times roll with this party bus. See where they can take you in this month's Chamber Member Spotlight. Plus, see what's going on this week in our weekly events calendar. We'll be right back.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Here's a look at this month's Chamber Member Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Bob Munt, President and CEO of the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce. Council Bluffs continues to enjoy a growing economy, new construction, new jobs, and an ever-improving quality of life. The Chamber, through its membership, is dedicated to ensure this growth continues. Here's a look at one of our many members.
Hi, I'm Dale Good, co-owner of Letting the Good Times Roll Party Bus Service. We're locally owned. We've been in business just over a year. I'd worked for a limo company for several years and kind of got the idea of, after seeing all the party buses in the downtown area every Friday and Saturday night, we managed to get a bargain on the bus, and my nephew and I stripped out the interior of the bus and rebuilt it to make it a nice party bus. Most party buses are about 30 to 40 passenger. We are about 16 to 20 passenger. We do weddings, bachelorette parties, bachelor parties, bar hops. We cater to anybody, any need that they have. We've been contacted by people about picking them up at the airport and transporting them out of town. A large group coming into town and they need transportation. We do holiday light tours, which, anybody can go on a holiday light tour. The Christmas lights are always fun to look at. And we do birthday parties from kids on up to adults. We'll go anywhere, our primary range is within about 100 miles of this area, but if somebody wants to go somewhere and we've got the availability, we'll take them there. We do provide bottled water and ice. We have a cooler in the bus. We have a chalkboard on the back of the bus if you want to personalize your trip and write a message about your trip, so people know, hey, it's a birthday party or it's a wedding or anything like that. Any place anybody wants to go, we'll take them.
Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce strives to provide programs and projects that benefit our membership. We have a variety of networking and marketing tools designed for members to make new business contacts and increase their bottom line. From after hours and ribbon cuttings to business recruitment, the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce is there. Stay tuned to CBTV 17 for more Chamber member spotlights.
And here's what's going on in the Bluffs this week. Gooch and the Guys will play a Sinatra and Martin big band variety of music in the park Wednesday, July 2nd. The nationally renowned band performed at First Night this past year. Enjoy the jazz from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in Bayless Park. There is no movie in the park this Friday due to Independence Day. The historic General Dodge House is hosting its annual ice cream social on its lawn Saturday, July 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. The fundraiser is a free will donation, and Dodge House tours are just $1 for the day. Hydrant parties are back this summer. Every year during the hot weather, the fire department drains hydrants throughout various neighborhoods for an hour. Kids can run through the sprinkler-like hose. This week, catch them at Tom Hannafin River's Edge Park July 3rd and North 31st Avenue and Avenue J July 8th from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. The second annual 100 Block Street Dance is Thursday, July 3rd. The dance is free. There will be an outdoor beer garden for those 21 and older and costs $5 to enter. Hi-Fi Hangover will perform at 6 p.m. The theme this year is Red, White, and Rock. For one day, the 100 block of Broadway will be closed for the celebration. Thanks for watching this week's Council Bluffs News. CBTV is always looking for your feedback. You can send questions or comments to cbtv@iwcc.edu. Call 712-325-3312 or find us on social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Just search CBTV17. Remember to keep it here for the latest scores and updates for local sports in your community by tuning in to the Bluff Sports Zone with JJ Davis. For your Council Bluffs News, I'm Marie Zeitner. See you next time.